What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction on the channel. Today I'll be reacting to the All You Need Is Kill movie, which I'm very much looking forward to. I didn't think it released too long ago in theaters, but I can't specifically remember when. I have watched the American adaptation of the source material that came out maybe 10 or so years ago with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt in. Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat, I think are the two names for it. And I really enjoyed it. I don't specifically remember too much of the plot. Slight spoilers here if you haven't seen the movie. And on that point, I do think that this anime is like a very different interpretation of the source material. Maybe more accurate, maybe changes things. I'm not sure which one, but I've heard it is very different. But I think there was obviously a kind of repeating day. I think it was to do with aliens. But I forget quite a few of the specifics, to be honest. So I'm almost going in fresh here, but I absolutely love that movie. I love the concept, especially, but I think the acting and such was great. So, kind of want to rewatch it now. I've been talking about it, but we will get a little taste of it here, I guess. Do let me know what you guys think about this movie, though, in the comments. The style looks very unique, is what I will say. I haven't seen too much of like the trailers and like key artworks and such they put out, but it looks very unique. I've heard it's very different, so I'm expecting something very different, not just something I've seen in a live action. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been looking forward to this for a little while. Studio 4C film. It's not awfully long, I will say. I'm pretty sure the movie was like 2 hours or something. I think it was quite long. Live action. This is about an hour and 20 minutes, so not very long. Yeah, I thought Emily Blunt in Edge of Tomorrow was absolutely fantastic. I think that was one of the first movies I saw her in. I think Sicario was one as well, one of the first movies I saw her in, and I loved her ever since. She's a brilliant actress. Yeah. Okay. So as I did say, I'll probably be able to vaguely remember a few things here and there, but again, it's been like maybe even over 10 years since I watched the live action movie. All you need is kill. I mean, I've never quite understood this title. All you need is kill. Like Live, Die, Repeat makes a lot of sense. Edge of Tomorrow, pretty generic ass title, but I guess it makes sense. All you need is kill. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense if you're like repeating. Like after you die, you're just repeating, but what you need to do is not kill, not die. But yeah, again, very unusual style, isn't it? It kind of reminds me of like the Digimon movie a little bit in terms of like its roughness. The Baron Mitsuri movie as well from like One Piece, in like the kind of rougher kind of styles of the characters. They're like their shapes, which is very nostalgic for me. Oh, like aliens there, bloody yeah. Everybody's got pretty odd shaped heads, haven't they? Yeah, everybody's got very strange shaped heads. Like bloody Daryl. Call it Daryl. So I think I do specifically remember like the alien stuff being quite a shock later on in the live action movie. They didn't reveal it for a while, I don't think, and it's just like right off the bat here. I imagine this is meant to be like a similar kind of place to the army base place. Sure why it's so quiet. Work for free. Yeah, all the way from space, and you're just sat there like a tree. Oh, the electrical's going haywire. Kiss my sweet Japanese ass. So the source material for this, I wish I kind of looked that before. Is it a light novel or is it like a manga or what? I feel like with the drastic, like different interpretations, it's probably like a light novel, right? Especially like visually. Yeah, apologies, guys. I'm just gonna. I should have done this beforehand. I'm actually gonna look that up now because, again, it's interesting how there's such a wildly different kind of interpretations of this material, seemingly from the material to the live action to that. Like, I think I've heard that they're all like really different. All you need. Uh, Okay, so there's a light novel and a manga. Okay, that makes sense. I did think it would be a light novel where it's a bit more kind of left to your imagination. There's not too many like visuals to go off, hence the different kind of interpretations and visual styles, especially. Um, okay, so yeah, that makes sense. It's not like the highest rated thing ever, I will say on here. Like considering it got a American live action adaptation, which was I don't know if it was successful, but it was really fucking good. Um, I would have expected it to maybe been a bit more popular. I guess I don't know. The manga very popular. Not especially. It doesn't seem. And where I'm looking at, maybe it's in Japan. It was like really popular or something. But yeah. Apologies about that. Yeah, it's a light novel. That does make sense to me. But as I said, I would like. You don't. I mean, most of they're probably a bunch I haven't heard of, but when you do hear about like American like live adaptations and such, it usually is of like the really popular stuff, like Dragon Ball Evolution. I mean, the Death Note movie that came out a few years ago, One Piece live action, which I'm really not a big fan of, honestly. Um, and yeah, that kind of like most popular stuff. So it's in like I guess that this I don't know. It's just interesting how like they chose this of all things. I guess it might be a bit like Battle Angel Alita, which I still need to watch. I've heard that's really good, and it's by one of my favorite directors, Mr. Del Toro. So wait, is it Del Toro? No, it's not. It's not Del Toro, is it? It's one of my favorite directors though. Mr. Rodriguez, is it? Same guy done From Dusk Till Dawn. But my friend that didn't like anime used to always talk to me about Battle Angel Alita and say how much he liked it. So I need to check that out. But I hadn't heard of that story till it got like a American adaptation either. What the fuck are you talking to? It has influenced us here, I assume. God, maybe I turn up way too much. Holy shit. Holy shit. My eardrums. Oh shit. So yeah, as I said, I like vaguely remember something similar to this, but like like over halfway through the live action adaptation, like all this stuff was seemed a bit more mysterious and yeah, yeah, interesting. What the fuck? What happened? I'm assuming she died, and the day has started again. Yep. As I said, I'm familiar with the general premise, but that's really interesting. I mean, she died way faster than I assumed she would. What was that? 10 minutes. Oh yeah, going to be paying a bit more attention to things now. Rude. Immochiari. Disgusting, huh? So you're just gonna die the same way again, are you? You're going to die. And how long was that this time? 2 minutes. Well, yeah, that's confirmed now. We're all gonna die. Got some Final Destination going on right here. No one's gonna believe you. And they're all gonna laugh at her, aren't they? But what's so like crazy about aliens coming out of the alien? I mean, I know it's been like dormant for a while, but yeah. Man, again, the face shapes really are crazy, aren't they? It's kind of like these like look backs as you see online nowadays, like jigsaw puzzle pieces. Yeah, like this area looks very familiar. Different style, but yeah. She's been psychologically damaged. Ah, it's already happening. And even the little robot dog is running away. Oh shit. And she still dies. Fucking hell. How many times is that? Shut your bitch ass. Had enough of you. So yeah, fuck hell, she's died a lot already, hasn't she? I mean, I didn't realize that I guess they're volunteers in the source material. I wonder why you volunteer for something like this. I mean, it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. Work with aliens and stuff, but it's pretty dangerous to do something like this for free. Now they're everywhere. We're dead again. Bloody hell, bro. In 20 minutes, that's like the fifth, fourth time. Crazy work. So are they like directly going after her? Or are they just set loose everywhere? It does seem like an incredibly quick time from when it like starts to them killing her, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely focused on her, isn't it? Definitely. Like, look, they're not spreading out in other directions. There's loads of them. They probably should just spread out everywhere. They're coming after you. Which again makes this really interesting because there was like a journey in the live action movie. There was like a journey to go on to get to there to like fight these things and so on and so forth. Heather, she's literally right where they're at in this version. Like, yeah. I think for a movie, the live action actually kind of suits a kind of story better in that regard. But we are very early on, so I can't really speak too much about that right here. Oh damn, fucking hell. Cold woman. Like a little girl in the water. Not just disown her, but actively like try and kill her. Why you fucked yourself over there, you goon. Yeah, this big black dude's got such a good voice actor. He's definitely going to be a big part of this, right? They're not just going to give this dude this voice actor for no reason. I think she said it. She was having a totally lovely dream there, actually. Sounded like that anyway. And what are you going to do about it then? She's going to die the same way you died 3 times already. Oh wow, she's got lucky there. Yeah, what you do does change things. Oh, and he still died. Fair enough for him though for helping her out. Oh bloody hell, he's got a big family. Oh, and she died anyway. Fair enough to him. Helping him out like that. Hey, Joe! Oh, how many times are gonna hear that? It's good to know though. This guy's got your back if it ever does get to it. A little bit. Mr. Spider. I'll say I really like the soundtrack. Soundtrack's really good. You gotta start trading, girl. You got all this time now. You gotta start trading these weapons. I'm assuming this was like the equivalent to Emily Blunt's character in the movie. You know, I remember pretty buck and badass. Bloody hell. Same way all these times. Or is she like the equivalent of Tom Cruise's character? I guess it'd be the equivalent of Tom Cruise's character. I don't know. It's kind of a mix of the both, I guess. She's kind of both of their characters. I guess. I don't know. She's practicing, baby. Oh. Even the mech suit isn't immune to the classic horror trip. I mean, that is one huge motherfucker. You could be quite handy, right? Okay, you got to start. Come on. You got to start learning how to kill these fuckers, I say. I imagine that's quite a bit harder than just learning to run away from them, though. It'll take like, even more time. Probably much more time. Yeah. She's still afraid to die after all these deaths. I mean, it would be a kind of sad life if she wasn't afraid to die after all this, if you know what I'm saying. Kind of sad if that wasn't the case, but yeah. It's a tool. See, I think we pick up one of those cool looking axes that we saw in like the base that she saw that blonde guy at. One of those big weapons. Yeah. Yeah, one of the like axes we see in one of these things that flying by. Steal one of those. Yeah, one of those things. Wow. Great weapon. That one a bit too heavy, I guess. It doesn't look like there's an awful lot to choose from here, to be fair, does it? Okay, okay. Nice. There you go, Rita. Nice. First kill. Oh, not dead quite yet. Get chomping away that thing. I don't even know where the first place to like strike on this thing would be for me. And I guess that, but like, where's the vitals on this thing? Pretty fucking good attempt there, even if she has died. Like, definitely the best. Oh, she's still going. Go. Good job. But yeah, I'm not even sure what to start with it being like so like flowery like that. It's tough to know where to strike. This portion you want to hit right in the middle is the most dangerous area, so. Good job, Rita. Now you just got to then deal with two afterwards. This is like when you like Sekiro or something, or like a Demon Soul game where you like kill what you think's the boss, and then like two more pop up. So wow, I got to deal with two at once. The gargoyles or something. And man, I'll tell you what, I struggled with those first time I played through that, which wasn't too long ago. And then like you go through on the second run, and it's just be your first time. Like wow, what I even struggle with, but it's just getting used to things. Pretty similar to what we're seeing here, I guess. Pretty similar to what we see here. Hmm. Yeah, that was a weird one. Guess our kind of time just ran out or something. You survived too long. Yeah. Like I said, I vaguely remember something similar to this, perhaps like there being like a time limit or something in the live action. But as I said, it's been a long time. I said earlier, like 10 years. I think I'm not even sure if it was out. Like maybe it was out just about 10 years ago, but it definitely. I think it might have been like 2014, but don't quote me on that. But I watched it the year of release, and I hadn't watched it since. But again, I did really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, it's been a long time, and I kind of vaguely remember something akin to them, like there being like some kind of timing or something. I remember the settings, especially in that movie, really stood out. That was really cool, like pyramid thing. I think like France or something. I don't know. It's like I just remember some really cool like visual settings and stuff. Big Daddy. The big motherfucking axe. See, the unfortunate thing is with this, she can't ever really truly grow like muscles, if you know what I'm saying. She can't ever actually get strong enough to lift this properly. Because she'll just reset to how she was at the start. Oh. Oh, oh shit. Oh well, I guess the suit helps us in that way. Handy. Holy crap. Oh, they're capable of this. Where was this? Where was this all those other times? Fucking suit holding back on us. Maybe it's like compatibility, like the weapon you're holding, it like recognizes the weapon you're holding and adjusts itself for it. Huh. That helps out massively. And there it is again. So what is that? Is it a time limit? Is it some kind of like fail safe? If too many monsters are killed, then it just resets? Either way, we need to start actually progressing. That's just fair enough fighting all these monsters, but we need to start progressing towards the big fucker in the sky. Yeah, just start one shot on these things. Okay, now there's so many of them. It might be worth going back to our first one, just trying to run past them or something, like in a Resident Evil game. Like it's like the span of runs between Resident Evil games. You start a Resident Evil game, you try to kill everything, you try defeat everyone, and then when you play them a few times, you never shoot any zombie. You just run past them all. In the earlier ones, anyway. But it's amazing how you think your kill count would go up the more you play a game, but with Resident Evil, your kill count actually goes down the more you play. The more familiar you are, and so on. Again, until a certain point, it's a little bit sad that they kind of lost that bit in recent entries, but yeah. That is a shit ton of deaths. Back at me tie. What are you doing, little guy? Drones. Just follow her about. But that would be so annoying. Someone's interested in you. What the hell? What's this guy up to? Oh, God. What is he up to? Someone she hasn't encountered yet. Like I said, the live action had some really awesome places like this. That looks really cool as well. I like the look of that. But yeah, fair to say, I imagine the source material has quite a lot of really descriptive kind of settings and such, and locations. Sorry, but so, like I did just move that by accident. Yeah, apologies, guys. So, like I found this like when I've been going to cinema, I haven't been too recently, but the last few times I've been, I'm not sure if it's just me or not, but I have found that sometimes this might just be from where I'm watching the movie, to be fair, but sometimes the volume, like again, I noticed in the cinema the last few times I've been, it's like it's not incredibly quiet, but it's like a reasonable level. Then it just goes like insano, like incredibly loud, like almost bursting your eardrums loud, and it's kind of the same here. Like it's again, this might not be a negative of the movie. I'm not sure if it's like maybe it is the music areas issue. Maybe it's more so streaming or whatever. But yeah, I've noticed that like the dialogue and like the usual scenes are relatively normal, and then when it does get to the action, it's like super fucking incredibly loud and eardrum bursting, and it's pretty annoying, to be honest with you. I like it to be in a bit of a. I wouldn't like there to be so much kind of. I mean, obviously there has to be a difference and loud scenes and not so loud scenes, but the disparity between them is again, I've noticed the last few times I've been in the cinema and now with this movie as well. It's like the discrepancy is increasing, and um, maybe I'm just getting old. It's a little bit annoying, honestly. I have to keep turning it up and down. Again, not a massive issue, but just something I've noticed. He's acting suspect. I reckon he's got the similar or the same ability. So is he able to just? Has he got the same thing when he dies? Oh, is that what's been happening? So when she's cut out, it's been him dying. Okay, I assume. Would you reckon he's just aware of hers? Again, I in the live action, I'm pretty sure I remember it only being the main character, Tom Cruise's character, know like being able to do that. So this is also quite interesting. Being like aware of it. Hmm. That's Nine's voice actor, isn't it? Really like him. So it is when she died, not when he. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's 2 times where him. Okay, so it does set off if he dies as well. Okay. He's just been trying to avoid it, I assume. As you would. I was gonna say, it must be pretty annoying though. Being cucked from her dying on trying to do what he's doing, and then you just cut out 90 times. So has he just been doing nothing? Fucking hell, he drove up that. He offed himself, for fuck's sake. Wait, did he kill her? I guess he might have killed her one of those times. Oh shit. Oh, that's just a game. I was gonna say he's actually got a loading screen. Talking about Resident Evil, rookie mistake that. If you're ever on like a one life run or no save run or something, you should never press continue. Got to reload your save, or on a one save run, you'd probably say. So I think there's only Code Veronica that does that. Maybe I can't remember. No. Oh, good lord, you are. Yeah, doesn't really help. However, it's nice that there is someone else. I was gonna say before we met this guy, it's kind of sad in this version that there is no one else that's close to her. Makes it a much more lonely experience. Hey, I reckon nines. Should be okay. That sounded, yeah. Fucking hell. Can't help but hear him, man. Oh, good fucking good job of you. So only spawns in. Oh, come on, bro. You seriously need to start getting better at this. Understandable. You could piss me off as well. And you had 90 attempts to try and do something, bro. I mean, at least he's found some kind of different frequency, but what were you even doing, bro? What are you doing this whole time? Oh, he's the one that enhanced her suit then. Oh, okay, so he has been doing something. Okay, okay. Quite as useless as we perhaps suspected. Interesting. Oh, no hero. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? KG. But it's gonna sound weird, but some of the character designs also remind me of Code Lyoko. If any of you guys ever watched that child cartoon, I used to be on sometimes. I used to love the intro to that. I absolutely love the intro to that. The episodes weren't all that interesting to me, but I'd always make sure to try and watch the intro. Yeah, the character designs actually look quite similar to that. Oh, go on, bro. Not doing too bad. A bit all over the place, but I fucking got a broken back after all that. Not too bad, bro. Not too bad. I standard. It doesn't really matter, does it? As I said earlier, the nutrition and anything regarding that kind of stuff doesn't really matter at all. Get some of those robot dogs on hand. Is that fire? That fire on that dog's? I can't remember what that kanji. I think I kind of half recognize it. No, I don't think it is. It looks similar to the fire kanji though. I know that one's like Jin or something, right? I'm not sure what the. Yeah, maybe it's just a cute face. I feel like that might have a flamethrower in its mouth though. So even like these things kind of remind me of was it flying guys from Near Automata as well? Damn, he can move pretty well now. That would be handy. What you couldn't before? How was that? Maybe signifying that she's not got too many attempts left. Oh, I assumed he was talking about human teammates. No, we've got a whole army of these bots. Holy crap. I'm not quite sure how he's getting away with all this, to be honest with you. In regards to like this organization letting him just fuck about with all this stuff. Like to this extent. Seems pretty crazy, but let it slide. Definitely upgraded the suits though, haven't we? Slimy guy, this one, isn't he? Fucking hell. He's smooth with it. Look, the alpha. Nice. That is the alpha one, right? Kind of extremely hard to tell apart, of course. You haven't got the frequency visuals. I'm going to assume that was it though. Okay. So that is clearly didn't go as expected. Maybe that one there's the reason why they're actually like the maybe I don't really know how to describe it. Almost like the home screen. That's like the connector to the resets. I don't know. I described that horribly there, didn't I? I do want to go back to that visual though. Not sure what I was looking at right there. This, what the hell is that? No idea. Absolutely no idea. It kind of looks like looks a little bit like a clown's horn, but clearly not. So again, I do vaguely remember us like searching for some kind of like alpha or sigma version of one of these in the live action as well. But like, again, I like there's so much I can't remember. I remember lots of vague stuff about it. I don't really remember how it ends, to be honest. Hmm. Who is she? God, I want to see more of that girl on the TV. She sounds awesome. There she is. Return to us, Rita-san. Ah, poor robot. Yes, get that girl on the TV in the show. She sounded awesome. Get her some screen time. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure that was the best choice of words. We'll do our best. I wouldn't say that. I think it was pretty damn brave. You went through a pretty good transformation there. Spitting out some half truths here, both these guys. Well, they got a little bit of fitness in there. Shasta. I think her name's Aiko. I think is that voice actress right there. She's really fucking good. Very good singer as well. I feel she might. I need to get my head around this. Quartz spores. Right here. Quartz spores this morning was incredible. All of the previous spores, we'll just say it's energy at this point. I guess it's like essentially some kind of energy. It's been accumulating at every one, and it moves over to the next timeline every time. So it's now 165 times the amount of spores that are in the first run. Yeah, 165 days worth had dropped from. Had dropped. That's where I got a bit confused here. It had dropped from yesterday to today. Oh, fucking hell. Today's observed energy. Oh, so there's some in English. Nice. Today's observed energy of quartz particles. Using the cumulative number of particles estimated from this to derive the quantum space frequency, FA. There ain't no way I'm understanding these fucking equations right here. But I mean, this top right one does suggest that she has theorized about a time loop before. This top right equation. I mean, look at the equation under that English sentence. My God. My God. That might be the longest maths equation I've ever seen. Holy shit. Holy shit. Imagine trying to work that out. That'd take me. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to do it, but if I was to try, it'd at least take hours. That shit's ridiculous. 58. And I used to be, maths used to be my best subject, but as with a lot of things, I haven't used anything regarding like those equations since high school, so you end up forgetting a lot of it. But yeah, this is talking from someone who used to love maths, my favourite and best subject. Light particles. Got those microplastics. It's like just like those old microplastics. She did. That is the thing we saw earlier. Triangle. Oh shit. Oh fuck hell. We're really at the limit now. Holy crap. Holy. And the thing here is neither of these guys can die. Like it can't be the case where he like sacrifices himself to get this done. Neither of these guys can die. Fucked. Like why did we just repeat? I guess we spent most of the day learning about all this stuff there, I guess. Have enough time to try and do anything. But this could be very well be that this could very well be the last time, so shame we had to just kind of not waste a day there. I mean, it probably made like the biggest amount of progress we made in that last one. Don't get me wrong, but kind of feels like a waste because we didn't try to like do anything. We just had to learn about it. But as I said, we learned a lot of really important information, so not a waste per se. So he might still have an attempt left if we fail this time. However, she would be kind of controlled by this thing. Eyes on the road, man. I'm kind of surprised we got no one in here to like help us. I think one of the coolest things again about the live action movie was like the persuading Emily Blunt's character to help us like every time. The like magic cigarettes they do. Funky cigarettes. Yeah, back on the classic mech suits now. Didn't have time to sort the new ones out. I do wonder why they called it Daryl. Kind of sounds like your local like Texas man, like Cletus. Daryl and Cletus. Maybe. Maybe. Has a lovely view. Took you half a year. And it took you essentially half a year worth of days to realise. Elias. What were you about to say? Oh, fuck hell. Ah! What the fuck are you doing? Stabbing a kid. No, I can relate to that a bit. When I was young and stupid, I was a bit like the class clown. I'd just make everyone like try to make everyone laugh, say something stupid, the first stupid thing that came to your head, and it's just like I didn't really know how to explain it. I guess it wasn't in this like manner. I wasn't like I used to get teased a bit, but like I didn't never say that I got bullied or anything. But yeah, I guess this is like a bit of a mechanism. Like again, I very much went for this in my first and like second year of high school, but I look back and just think how stupid I was, to be honest. Um, I can relate to this to a certain extent. Doing stupid things for other people's attention and to gain favour and such, and yeah, it made other people happy and laugh. But when I look back, it's like, yeah, very much wish I didn't. Should have knuckled down. Should have not interrupted other people's learning times and such. So selfish. So different to this guy, but can relate to it in a different way, I guess. Not just a hero now, the superhero. No, he's right. He's right. I mean, those are things she probably sees about negative about herself, but again, it's a matter of perspective. To some people, you're a hero. To others, you're a loser. I can respect that. I'm much more aligned with her nowadays, but like, I do see that as a slight negative about myself, but also one of the things that makes me who I am now. Which is very ironic. So I will say this does suit this show a bit more. These kind of themes here, actually, doesn't it? This resonates a bit more with the story. These kind of character themes here, don't they? Than what I remember from the live action. I hate to bring this up. This kind of seems like a prime time for one of them to die. Yeah, yeah. I was also going to say, like, I'm kind of surprised we didn't face any pushback till now. Any resilience. But yeah, as I said, I remember. I don't remember too much of the live action, but I do think these kind of character kind of themes and such actually do fit the story in a more interesting way. I don't remember seeing any like backstories like those. What was that sound? What the fuck is that? Ah, shit. Well, at least she's woken up as her. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Damn, mum. Oh, okay, okay. Not actually dead. That's just like invading her mind right there. But yeah, we're not done yet. A flower. Fucking hell. I mean, you two are alive. Repopulate. Is he gonna die? To give her another chance? Oh, he's gonna kill her to give her another chance. I'm not really sure how it works. I guess it works like that though. Wait, so I'm slightly confused. So he didn't actually try and like. So he's trying to get her to kill him. That's how I thought it worked. But he seemed pretty ruthless, like striker. Not even him anymore. What are we looking at? He already so he set that up beforehand. So when she resets now, when we reset now, he's going to be controlled by that thing, or is he just not going to have any memory of all of the attempts? And she hasn't reset yet. Why is she not? Hmm. I feel a little bit lost right now. Is this it? Sorry, I feel like incredibly lost. I don't get what's happened here. Am I being stupid? I guess I am, but I don't really understand what's happened here. I thought it was the case that the scientist said that it would like simulate the stronger of like the person has a connection with it because they've both got the stuff in their brain. And I assumed that would be the one that dies here. However, I assumed it would also like still be its own entity, like this thing with the spores. So I imagined we'd also like, yes, we killed Keiji, who seemingly got assimilated by it, but did it like fully transfer itself to Keiji? I kind of assumed it would still be its own kind of essence, but also like be Keiji as well. But it seems that it just transferred its entire existence to him. Really sure why it would do that. Bit confusing. Seems a bit silly from the side of this alien. Especially as it's probably smart enough to know it's aware of these like resets. It's probably well smart enough to not put all of its eggs in a basket of one pretty fragile human, right? Like that seems a bit silly if that's the case to me. I don't know. I'm a bit lost here at the end, to be honest with you guys. Apologies. I'm not really sure. I mean, I assumed something else was happening this whole time, but that was like this was the climactic end fight, I guess, against the thing. I don't know. It seems a little silly that it would make itself so vulnerable like that, but okay. I'm probably missing something. If any of you guys could help, I would appreciate it. So yeah, that is like the end of it. Again, don't really know why. Maybe it's because it was in like in progress of like transferring all of itself to him. I ain't got a goddamn clue. I ain't got a goddamn clue, bro. And she has just reset anyway. Potentially, this might not exactly be the case. She didn't reset. Okay. If she did, that would have been what I expected. Wait, so that she has reset, but she's reset to where it's already like, okay. So because we beat it in the last one, it doesn't like carry over. So Keiji's still about then? Potentially? Probably? Hopefully? But I'm going to assume if he is, he probably, maybe he doesn't remember all of those days. Again, I'm still really confused about what exactly happened there. I'm gonna look up some discussion after this and see if anyone else has had that issue and maybe read an explanation. Okay, so it did die with. Here he is. Here he is. Good. Again, I'm going to assume he doesn't remember though. He doesn't, I don't think. He doesn't. Honestly, I think that's kind of cute actually. it might be better. Well, it's probably not better, but like she gets to redo all that again, which is like actually really good, I think. There he is laughing it off. So tomorrow. Okay. And I think that's it. Yeah. So pretty good movie. I will say I think I did prefer the live action to this. It just like this very much felt a bit more I don't really know how to word it. The live action felt a bit more like a story. Like not to say this doesn't feel like a story, but like there was like a bit of a like I mean again there was here, but there was like a beginning, a middle, and an end to the movie that felt like a pretty like normally structured, like a normally structured kind of story, just like figuring the kind of setting out the return by death kind of element, and then like the adventure, and then like the whereas here we were put straight into it like really quickly, and we were like already there wasn't too much of a journey like adventure to go on in that sense. Although saying that, I think this actually done a better job with like the themes and characters in regards to the journey. I think like again in like a story journey, the live action done better, but as a character journey, I think this probably done a bit better. Although I also do feel like the live action done a really good job in terms of when Tom Cruise would have to like meet what's her name, Emily Blunt's character again. Like that was like some really good character work where he'd have to like try and get her on his side again over and over. But this, like the characters' kind of journeys and backstories here, especially actually fit the themes of the story a bit better, I will say. So there's definitely trade-offs to either one. I think I do prefer the live action. I think the settings in the live action were beautiful as well. Like, don't get me wrong, they looked really good here, but I think they actually stood out more in the live action version, like cinematically. and I don't remember the end of the live action whatsoever. But the end here was just a bit confusing for me, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure like the specific details of how this all actually kind of ended, to be honest. Like, why was it that, like, why did it put all of his eggs in that one basket? Like, I yeah, I don't really get that, to be honest. Maybe it's just me being stupid though. Maybe that's just me being stupid. But the style was cool. The style was very different, which is appreciated. But again, if I was to say, like, if I was to choose between one of these to watch, I probably would go with the live action version. I do think as a story, it's a bit more like, yeah, a bit more well structured. And as much as there was quite a bit in common here, it was actually like very different. Again, especially in regards to that structure, wasn't it? I'm really interested in how the source material goes, considering the differences. I wonder which one is more accurate. Probably this, I'd assume. Especially character-wise, I'd assume this is probably a bit more accurate. Because again, I don't remember seeing any of these like character backstories, which, like I said, fit the theme of like there being like a no tomorrow a lot better. But again, I guess I will quickly look up ending. Go on the classic Reddit. Okay, there's a the first thing that comes up is Reddit/plot holes, and a thread that came out 11 years ago. So I assume that's talking about the live action movie. I want to know about the anime movie, which hasn't quite popped up here. Um, anytime past year. Oh wow. Okay, so I guess there's a. I mean, I've just been spoiled for the source material, and I won't mention it here, but I think it's different than both the live action and anime movie. I think. Ah, really intriguing that. Really intriguing that there's such differences between all these versions. Um, okay, let's try and find somebody talking about the ending here, so I can get like a little bit of explanation or something. I think as this person, as with what I'm reading here, I think again the biggest thing that stood out to me here is the development of the characters. I think that certainly is the biggest difference and the best difference between this and the live action version. Like the backstories, them changing. I will say their relationship. I don't know. Like I definitely felt the relationship between Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise in the live action, and it felt strong. But here, it kind of like, even though we had better character stuff here, I still feel like the relationship was actually, maybe I was more in it. Again, I was younger back then, so maybe I think differently now. But it seemed a bit more intense, and not, maybe it didn't feel like awfully romantic here. Maybe is the difference. Maybe if it felt a bit more romantic, it would have been even more powerful. But it's, again, don't get me wrong, it still felt powerful because they kind of helped change each other and such, and they did change quite a bit over the span of the events. But yeah, well, as I said, I think that is definitely the biggest like positive in regards to which version. If you want to watch the one that has maybe the better character progression and changes and so on, this is probably the version you want to watch. But yeah, I need to find someone to talk about the ending because I don't get it. uh, yeah, as the person says here, this was a better like metaphor for using like trying to move past trauma, so on. Um, I also feel like the alien kind of entity felt really grand and looked awesome, but it didn't feel quite as intimidating here as it did in the live action. Uh, I don't really see anyone talking about the ending here. That's really what I want to discuss because I don't quite get it. I mean, again, I kind of get it, but I don't understand it. Like it clearly had some link with them where it like assimilate their bodies and such. This was like the last loop, but I don't understand why it fully kind of died after he like got killed. Like why should that kill this whole thing? Like did it need them specifically to like was it that dependent on them? Like I don't really know. Uh can't find anyone talking about it. So maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm stupid because no one's talking about it. I'll try one more place. Try the Reddit. I bloody Reddit. But yeah, I like as a set like piece and like as a scene that was really good ending. But in terms of like, I don't feel fully satisfied by that ending fight. I like the ending like as a whole, but that fight and like the stakes and such, I just kind of because I felt lost. It didn't really like impact me as much as I'd hope it would. Oh, was that not who I thought it was? No. Oh, I thought that was Aiko who voiced the Doctor Girl. It was actually Kana Hana, apparently. Surprised me. Wow, I did not think that was her. But yeah. Um well the first discussion where I'm looking at now is ugly character designs. I mean I guess you could say they're ugly. I think they're unique. That adds a nice aspect to this. Um, there is a discussion here saying which one is the definitive way to consume this source material, and the least amount of vote is this movie, which is interesting. And again, as an actual story, from the ones I've seen, I probably agree. The most voted is actually the live action movie. And then the manga, and then the original light novel, which is also really interesting. Like the original material is the. I mean, these are my anime list voters here, so it's not like there's only 50 votes, so it's a very small sample size. But that's quite an interesting. That is really quite interesting. I mean, with stuff like that, you always expect it to be the original source material. But yeah, I do. I want to again read some discussion and see if anyone is talking about its fucking ending, because I feel like I'm going crazy. Someone spoke about it here, but they were just talking about the lack of romance and the lack of a kiss, which is kind of what I said a minute ago. It didn't feel quite as maybe romantic and like actual like love than the live action movie did. Yeah, I mean, someone says here the conclusion didn't have as much impact as the source material did, and again, I haven't read the source material, but I agree. This ending kind of didn't have too much of an impact as I thought it would. Like the last couple minutes here were really nice, but like just before that with the fight again, I didn't really feel the stakes too much because I had the wrong assumptions what was going to happen, I guess, and like I don't know. Um, yeah, if any of you guys can help with that, I would very much appreciate it. But overall, pretty decent. As I said, I think if I was to choose, I probably would go with the live action over this. I do think the style here is unique and nice, and it certainly was very different. It did feel like a bit, as much as I recognise a lot of things, it did feel like a quite different experience. Actually, very different structure. The character stuff, like I said, that was definitely the standout to me. Was actually better in quite a few places than the live action, but in regards to like actually being like an action kind of entertainment thing, I think I'd always go with the live action, which is very rare to be honest. That is very rare. Say that you'd actually prefer the American adaptation or something like this. So good on them. maybe that's my nostalgia talking, because again, I did watch it ages ago, but really now I kind of want to rewatch it. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this movie overall in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with any of my reactions. I'll probably be covering a couple more movies coming up. Hopefully the Demon Slayer movie will be out soon, because my god, that's been out for a while now, and we still haven't got it streaming, which is what I've been waiting for. So yeah, hopefully I'll be back with that soon, and hopefully I'll catch you guys there. Again, thank you guys very much for watching, and have a good rest of your day.